Well, it's a bit Billy Goat Gruff out there today, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It is very windy, wet, mizbag, as my ma would call it. I don't think you can see it, but sure, that's the sea over there. The actual sea. There's my little rig at the moment, isn't that? Boss, man. That's my phone. My mobile phone. With the light on it, because obviously you need to see more and more of this dazzling beauty. What I should be wearing really is a paper bag on my head, but let's not go there. But on the plus side, and this is a genuine plus, I'm going to test something very quickly now. If I look for the thing with the thing with the thing, it is... Come on. How you don't play me? Today is the shortest day. The actual shortest day. I've got no signal here at all. Balls to it, doesn't matter. Tomorrow should be approximately 3 minutes or so more daylight than today. This is it. This is as winter as it gets. Maybe not in terms of temperatures and weather and what have you, but in terms of daylight. Let's have a look. Sunrise 8:27. Sunset 15:54. Well, it says the same tomorrow as well, but it's not. It's about 2 or 3 minutes per day, on average about 3 minutes. And you think about that, 3 minutes per day, extra daylight. In 10 days, that's an extra half hour. 20 days, it's an extra hour. That's 20 days is 3 weeks, or just under 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks or so, there's going to be an extra hour of daylight. And it doesn't sound like much, but it is an extra hour of daylight. When you're getting it back, you really do start to notice it. Trust me on that. I know what I speak of. It's my filter cap off my mobile phone rig. Phone rig? Frig? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so we're heading towards spring. And I know we've had loads and loads of these storms, which are an absolute ball ache. But we live in the North Atlantic. We're lucky that the place isn't absolutely freezing cold constantly. And we're lucky that we don't get more and more of these storms. Obviously, we are going to get more of them because climate change, you know what I mean? It's just the whole world's changing. We're going to be more windy, probably going to get more flooding, more wet storms, more windy storms. We might even flood, which, if you live halfway up a mountain like Louise does, you're all right. If, on the other hand, you live either at sea level or below sea level like I do and Esther and Hadavik do, then you're knackered. Steve as well and Helen, they're also at sea level. It's not good. You can't escape it. I mean, I can see from here nothing because it's too bloody cloudy, but you can see the hills normally on a clear day. You can see Pendle Hill. You can see the Forest of Bowland. You can even see parts of the Lake District beyond Blackpool on clear days. High ground isn't that far away. In fact, I've got a video where I drive to Parbold Hill, and it's half an hour to get there or so, and that's stuck behind trucks and things. It's only half an hour to go until it's half an hour to go until you're at a slightly higher level. And you can look down, you can see Liverpool in the distance. You can see Wigan, you can see brick community stadium, or the DW stadium as it used to be, the JJB if you're old. It's, you know, we're above it when you get to that level, and it's only just up the road. Rivington Pike's just up there as well, and then you're into the Yorkshire Dales and things, which are way higher. But if the water keeps rising, we're going to be boogered. And it is bizarre because that is actually the sea. I mean, it's not coming in too far, but you can see it. There's waves and things on it. That is the Irish Sea. You don't normally see it at Southport. You've got to go that side of the pier to see it. But it's here now. I wonder. I wonder. Is that as high as it's going to get? Well, check this out now, you Funk Soul Brothers. Do you know what? Seriously. The mobile phone signal is absolute catgash. High tide was 252 and it was only 6.91 metres. That's weird. That doesn't look right. Really. Over an hour ago when it was only a fairly low tide. I need to get down here when it's a proper high tide and show you that it does actually exist. I also need to record my last little bit for next week's Reason, the Rhyme. But it's really windy. Do I do it here? Do I do it in the car? Do I get out? Do I face Mother Nature? Do I go into town? Do I find shelter? I am going to drive through town because I want to check how that looks. I want to record the lights, see how they look, and I want to see how the camera looks with the polarizing filter and things on it. That's going to be sweet. But yeah, it's a miserable day, but it's not, because it's the shortest day. There's a lot to be thankful for. We've got through it so far. And I think if you've got seasonal affective disorder, the days getting shorter must be worse than the days getting longer. Must be, come on. If every day you wake up and it's a little bit lighter than it was the day before, and it's a little bit lighter at night, that must start, I don't know, triggering the good feeling. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't got it. People in work do, or did, and they'd be sat there with light panels, and it was like, I'm used to it now with streaming, I've got a massive light in front of me, but it just seems so weird. And the office that I was used to be in was really dark. Really dark. Really dark. Didn't bother me in the slightest, I quite liked it. I was out of the way. Obviously wasn't sat there wearing a bright orange smock. By the way, don't mock the smock. You can't mock the smock, you can't mock the smock. This is keeping me warm, this. It's nice. Yeah, people have got it, people had it. I sort of understand it. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I quite like the early nights. Especially if you've been out and it's cold. After the match, if you get in after the match and it's been freezing cold and rainy, wet and miserable, but you've won. You get home, you make a nice hot cup of tea, get out of your wet clothes, put your warm pyjamas on, nice and clean, dry, and then sit up on the sofa. It's brilliant. It's all about contrasts, yin yang, the whole shooting match. That's what it's all about. And I like that. Yeah, but today, don't be miserable. Today's the end of that cycle and the start of the next. Before you know where you are. We're going to start doing loads of walks because I will be healthy by April. It's not happening, man. I thought I'd be healthy by now, but I'm not. When does this run out? July 26th. Right, so I'm alright for blue badge parking for another year and a half. After that, should I be healthy? I'd hope to be, but this is hard, you know. This really is. Don't have a stroke. Look after yourself. please. It's not nice. I had a couple of dreams while I was asleep last night in which I wasn't unhealthy. I was walking. I was playing guitar. I was having 2 armed hugs and things like that. It was lovely. I can't do that at the moment. I bought the guitar in the hope that it would spur me on, and it hasn't. I'm really struggling with that. But the new Call of Duty, I have barely played it. I've played about 3 minutes of it so far, and it came out in October, was it? It's frustrating. I don't let the frustration get to me, but it is frustrating. Knowing how well I used to be able to play both Call of Duty and guitar. Even things like, I love doing the AI music because it's the only thing I can create at the moment. I'd love to be able to take some of the stuff that AI has created, pick my guitar up, and then do my interpretation of a song I made by prompts and using my lyrics, and then make it into a song that I actually do eventually write. Is that using AI to its proper potential? Not just stealing, not just scraping and using someone else's sound, someone else's voice. Is that how it should be used? Put a prompt in, wherever comes back, you then use that as your inspiration for the songwriting. Would that be allowed, or is it all just theft? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I don't know. But it is literally at the moment, it's the only thing I can create. Apart from videos, and I'm really shit at that as well. I'd like to be better. I watch so much stuff about creating videos. Framing, lighting. What was I watching earlier on? About the hook. About dragging people in, giving them something, giving them value. Sound. It's amazing, isn't it? It's so easy. Just do this. That's not easy at all. Especially when you've only got, well, when you've got part of your brain missing and you were never that creative anyway in terms of video. You know? Give me a guitar and 2 working hands and I will give you a song within minutes. That I can do. This I'm struggling with. And this is my real, at the moment, the only outlet I have. I can't really do music. Poetry I'm struggling with as well. I like to write poetry down. I find it, I don't know if it flows better, but I couldn't be a slam poet where I just go and stand on stage and start spitting bars, y'all. Can't do that. But I can sit down and write something. And I can't at the moment. It just doesn't feel, because I can't use my left hand to lean on the paper and write and whatever. It's weird. I know it's weird. I know I'm weird, but it's strange that. Seems to be there's a block when it comes to that. I'll get there though, won't I? As Jed is my witless. Up to workers. Right, I've wittered on for far too long, as normal. I need to get this, I need the blue light to kick in a bit more. And go and do a drive down Lord Street and just try and show you what's happening and ting. I don't fancy getting out the car and showing you like the Rudolph and the bear and the Christmas tree yet. If it calms down in the next few days, I'll go and do that. I'll do a walkabout. I'll go walkabout, mate. But I'm not doing it tonight because it's, you can hear it, it's horrific, man. This is not the day to be outside the car. And yet I am thinking about getting out and doing my last little bit. Because I'm a feckin' idiot, and that's how much I care about you, the viewer. Because I need to get this video finished. Once I do the reason, the rhyme, and then start thinking about the next 2. Get them boxed up within the next few days. Because Christmas, I'm not working. I can actually go out the house on Christmas Day and Boxing Day and do filming. I don't care. I'm not asked about sitting in the house eating chocolates and watching Ice Cold and Alex again. I've done it millions of times. I can get out and actually do a bit of filming, and it'll be quiet. How's about that then? Yeah, anyway. It's rubbish this, isn't it? I'm sorry I'm not better at this. I really wish I could be. But I'm trying. Very trying. I'm sure you'll agree. Onwards and upwards. I was driving home, because that's the only way to get there when you're in the car. And all of a sudden I was noticing things. Little things where I wanted to get out the car and just film. Fluorescent shop signs. Things like that. Strung lights, which look really pretty. Just little things where I can get sort of transitions between scenes or between themes. Is that the mental shift that I needed to become more creative visually? I don't know if it is or isn't, but I cling on to positives, whether they're small or large or in between. And I'm clinging on to this one that hopefully something's flicked in my brain, some little synapses fired and made me think, don't just drive past these things, film them. They can be useful. Watch this space.